Friday, July 7th, I think. Yeah, 7th. All right. Today, I am grateful and very thankful, God, for 3 successful years of sobriety. I haven't talked about that. I did hit 3 years the other day, and I'm pretty sure I forgot about it. It's amazing how God can take you from waking up every morning where the only thought on your mind all day is drugs and alcohol and scheming to get money to obtain them, to that not even being a thought in your mind anymore. That you don't even keep track of your sobriety anymore because it's not even an option. Like, that is amazing, and I am very thankful for that. Secondly, I am grateful. I don't know what to call it, but every now and again, and it always has to do with music, we'll be doing a worship song or something and in church, and all of a sudden timelines will start flashing through my head, just memories. And I had one yesterday because I thought about my 3-year chip, and then I was thinking about bringing RT and Jackie, and then Nicole was there. That was like her 3rd time. You know, her just being there, that's a miracle in itself too. And I was flashing back to when I first started, and when Kevin died and Dad died, and then everything that's happened in between, and how far God has brought me. And to have friends there that I grew up with to see me, witness me pick up a 3-year sobriety chip, that feeling was just really overwhelming. And I started crying, and I was like, dude, I gotta hold this together, man, because I gotta get up there and read in a minute. And we were doing the 8 principles, which is a reflection of the steps, but it's like how we do our daily walk. And I was thinking about those and how, like, true they were. And it really got to me, in a good way, though. Lastly, I am grateful for the way God made me to think. Not a lot of people think like me, and every person definitely is uniquely them in how they think, but I'm not bragging or anything, but I really think that God did something a little extra with me, or something. Maybe life experiences rewired my neural pathways or something, and because I know the whole quick on my feet and all that definitely has to do with the fight or flight syndrome thing from all that anxiety and trauma. But I'm grateful for that. The fact that I can just look at something and know how to fix it, or figure out how to fix it, even if I don't know how right off the bat. But also on the flip side, I can sit down and read biology and psychology books and take apart the Bible and all this stuff. Like, in my opinion, I mean, I'm not saying I know that there is some definite improvement in some areas, but it's amazing to me, and I'm very grateful for that. So, I don't know what the heck is going on. But every single one of us is under attack. RT, he's got an abscess and he pulled his back. My arm yesterday I think it was the skin was raw from the poison ivy, and I mean, it just burned. I mean, like burned. Felt like I had freaking, I don't even know. Like it felt like glass, millions of pieces of glass just in my arm all day. And I finally, at the end of the day, after I showered and everything, I put some lotion on it, and that made it like, no joke, like bad, really bad. And it, yeah, I was praying hard on that, man. I mean, hardcore. I don't know if this GPS thing can be heard on this video, but it's annoying. I should have shut it off before I did it. But yeah, I'm very grateful. And although I'm going through a major trial period right now, all of us are, I know it's only temporary. My $3,500 check that's lost, I'm hoping it's going to come today. I mean, I'm just over. I don't think David's lying to me. I don't think, but it's just weird how the pay stubs were consistent with the billing, and then the week he took off is the week that got all messed up, and unless somebody else did it, but one day out of that week was thrown randomly into one of the checks, and not even consistent either. It was like invoice 135 with the 120s, and I don't know. He's saying that the check was issued, but it's like almost $3,600. That's a lot of money, man. Like, I'm trying to buy a truck, I'm trying to do the right thing, and I'm laying out all my money for you guys to do this job, and you're gonna mess around with my pay, and I'm a month out, and $900 of that, $879, was a favor job that somebody gave me, that I had to go out to like 3 different times, all the way in shithole Durham, and it's just annoying. But I'm blessed, and I know I'm blessed, and I'm thankful for that. So, I have been last night's lesson was the very last lesson in the CR Leadership Teacher's Guide, which I really have to start looking at mine, because I'm going to start teaching classes soon, and I need to prepare for that. But yeah, so anyway, it was about getting stuck, and I mean, it was just right on point, and Nancy did it, and I like Nancy's teaching. She's pretty good. She doesn't go back and forth. She remains consistent. She explains things very well, and we're talking about, like, in my instance, my daily inventory, I lack on that sometimes. I really do. My Bible reading, I lack on that. I really do. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is a funny thing, because I think I forgive, but then I'll find that I'm not thinking about these people, certain people, or a certain amount of time passes, and then I just randomly start feeling resentful towards them again. And it's just like, what the heck, man? But a lot towards myself too. Like, I've forgiven everybody but myself, because I've gotten a lot better with it, but I know that I'm not still fully there, because I've done some really bad things, and things that make me yell out at night like right before I'm falling asleep, and it'll just flash through my head, and it's just like I'll scream, literally. So yeah, but I need to stop being so hard on myself. I know that. And I know in my heart that I am forgiven, but I think part of me still doesn't understand it fully. Because especially with present and future sin, because although I'm not judged, that's another thing. Works. I was a very works-oriented person for a while, for like well over a year. And I didn't do, if the Bible said not to do it, I didn't do it. And I mean, I was adamant on that. And it got me into trouble. Not really like trouble, but it got me in trouble with people. And I lost friendships, I lost people in my life, and some people I really care about a lot. And it made me not be able to be available to my best friend while he was going through some really hard times, but I was afraid to be around him. Not like physically or anything, but I mean, the one time I went around him, he had a huge bag of cocaine, and I'm just like, I can't be around this man. But not talking like I wanted to relapse or anything. I'm talking more like sexual stuff, and not that I'm like a freaking man whore or something, and I hate porn now. Not like that, but when I was in a relationship, it came up, and that's actually one of the main reasons certain relationships ended, and well, one, but anyway, I struggle with works, because if I'm supposed to be a good representation of Jesus, I want to do that to the best of my ability. I know I'm going to fall short every day, but I want to at least try. But then it goes in, then I start thinking about, well, it has to do with your heart. But then in certain areas, I know my heart has changed the way I feel about certain things. So then I'm like, all in my head, like, oh man, like, is this bad? Is this like really, really bad? Like, and then I just struggle with that. But I know another part of it, she touched on amends. I still have to make an amends to Carla. And I've seen her a few times in the store and stuff, hit her up about some animals and stuff, trying to help find them homes and everything. But I had a plan with my license. I was going to get it back, hand it to her, and say, look, I finally did it. And that was like going to be the end of it. But then when my license was denied and all that, that kind of went out the window. I got very discouraged, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of put all that on the back burner. But it's kind of hard because, and I know that this is selfishness. I know that this is me being selfish because I don't want to face those feelings. But, I mean, I did somebody really wrong. Like, very, very wrong. And I feel really, really bad about it. I was not a good person. And literally that, she did absolutely nothing to me. I mean, nothing. She didn't. In a few areas, she upset me but she was trying to push me to do better. And I know that, but at the time I was not receptive to it, and I didn't think that way. But that's just a hard one, and I know that has something to do with it. But now that I'm getting my license and everything, my hearing and all that started up again, I'm really hoping that I can stick to my original plan and just take her like out to dinner or something and say, look, this is the progress I've made. And I've already come up in my head, or pretty much decided that with certain amends, and I think she might be it, like she might fall under this category with Mom and Julia, Megan, Jessica, all them. A living amends. You know, because I can say anything. I can tell anybody anything. I'm a good talker, and I used to be a really good bullshitter. But, definitely with her, my words started to lose their value. And so I want my actions to show everything. But yeah, I started reading the Word again, and not as much as I should be, but I'm doing it. And I know that it's going to take time, and I still don't know why. I don't know why I am hung up on this stupid Fox News thing with world events and Biden and his son having freaking cocaine in the post office, the White House. I don't know why I'm hung up on this stuff, but I was literally just at a job and I was thinking about it, and I was like, dude, this is a big part of my problem right here. Like, why am I in some ways like addicted to it? And it's just like, what the heck? But yeah, so that's that. I'm hoping today I can I'm about to go home and do my billing. I'm hoping that Jackie will seriously take me up on the offer to keep my books, because like I can't. I hate doing this stuff. I hate it. Like, I have to work all freaking week, and then I have to go home and do paperwork for hours, sometimes days. Like, I got months and months and months of paperwork that I have to do. Like, I got it all ordered and organized and everything, where it goes, what it's for, expenses and all that. But then I got to make all the spreadsheets. I think I only have up to March done, like complete so far. Like, that's a lot of work, man. Every purchase I make business-wise has to be inputted. Taken for a gross and a net, and just, I hate it. But I'm grateful, I'm blessed, man. There was a day where I would never have thought I'd be in this position, honestly. So God is good, baby. God, I thank you so much for giving me this day. I really thank you for this road of recovery that you have put me on. Recovery is a bunch of steps all in the same direction. And that is true. And your word is the map to navigate and complete those small steps. And I am 100% living proof that your way works. For me, it's the only way. Why is this freaking 18-wheeler stopped in the middle of the road? And I cannot see around him. Okay, I see what he's doing. Yeah. Your way works. I'm hoping I'm doing my part by talking to people. I'm trying to breathe inspiration and life into people and bring them to CR and do all this stuff, but you know, you can only lead a horse to water, you can't make him drink. But certain times, you know, I get burnt out on it. I really do, because I'm working, I have coordinators to deal with, working a lot, sometimes crazy stupid hours, a physically demanding job, and then on my personal time, I have a house to care for, maintenance on vehicles, I mean, everything that just goes with day-to-day life. And then texting and calling and driving people hours upon hours, shuffling people around who say they're serious, but their actions don't show it. And, sometimes it's not only discouraging, it's just outright tiring. But I know it's worth it, and I'm seeing a lot of fruit, and I'm very thankful for that. God, I just ask that you please watch over my CR family and friends, and I'm going to keep this last night's lesson sheet out. I'm going to look at it often as a reminder. And I'm so thankful, God, for everything you've done, everything you're doing, and everything that I don't see you doing yet, but I know you're there doing it. And I just ask that you help RT. He's going through it. Jackie, we're all going through it. All of us are going through it. And I don't know why. It seems like it's worse than usual. And Stephanie's daughter ran away. Just all sorts of crazy stuff. And it's just like, man, what the heck, man? Like, I mean, seriously, what the heck? I got a hook from a ratchet strap that popped, and the dang thing flew right into my tire perfectly yesterday. Blew my tire slam out. I mean, stuff like that. It's just like, but it just keeps coming. And it's like, okay, one of these days it's gonna stop, but I don't know. I really don't know. I think it's going to. It will. God's good. I'm thinking about trying a new church this Sunday. The focus on the family thing is good, but it's, especially with certain things, it's just getting a little redundant and a little old. And I don't mean anything by it. It's just some of that stuff right now, although I know it's going to benefit me one day, but it's just not doing anything for me right now. And it really, I think I was also hopeful for a few things, and then it just didn't happen. So in a sense, maybe a little discouraged, but so yeah, may I get out of that service what you intend me to get out of it. Please watch over my family, my friends. Brian Delsado's got a birthday coming up. May he have a happy and blessed birthday. And I ask and pray all this in Jesus' name. Amen.